Good morning, everybody, and this is your SP 500 day trade setups for today. So I would assume that the confusion is finished. We now have a fairly decent long-term structure that is brewing here, and it's going to be tough to pick the exact neckline, but I would argue that that is the level we need to pay attention to there. If you look left, you can see been some interaction there. That is the headline of, or should I say the neckline of our cup and handle of our inverse head and shoulders. This, you can see there is a shoulder here, double head, and we're busy forming the right shoulder at the moment. Moving averages pointing to the upside now fairly strongly, and we've broken through this area of confusion quite convincingly. So obviously we need to break through that level. I'll give it to you now, and then there is just three other levels that we need to pay attention to on the 8 hour. So there is a double bottom here as well, and it's also part of a bigger flag. Okay, so we're going to treat this retrace that we've had last week and how we've battled with it this week as a retest of the break of the flag that you're going to see on the daily here. So strong move up, flag, breakout, pull back, test the break, and now another move up. So long-term view, we should technically get a move that's equivalent to these last 3 months from May to the upside. So I would want us to break through 45.30 before we even consider that. Okay, so that's the one side of it. And then the other side of it is we do have a little smaller flag here. Here, strong move up, pullback, flag, break. So we do have a measured move here as well of that. Now I am going to say first stop is going to be there, and then each of these tails will give us an opportunity. Right, so that's a long-term view. Looking really strong to the upside, lots of bullish structure. So what we're looking for is opportunities to buy. Right. Obviously, I'd like to buy off structure, and this is the first bit of structure, which is at 44.97. Or you can run that off to 4,500. I do think that's probably going to be the zone of contention, and I just want to find that's probably going to be the best. So there is my area. So we see there's a pin bar there, there's a pin bar here, there's a pin bar there, 3 pin bars in this area. That's the area I'm looking for, 4,500. Looking for a pullback onto that, looking for a price to build a base there for a move to firstly look for 45.30. When we drill down to the 1 hour, you can see on and upwards, nothing really that is indicating anything else. And yeah, as I said yesterday, we'll be looking to jump in long or short until we started breaking some structure. And you can see there the pin bar. There was the first opportunity there. That was early morning, that 8 o'clock. And then you've got some other opportunities which I'm going to show you now. But being a lot of data coming out yesterday, you're always wary, and you can see that by this price action here. I mean, when I was range bar here, and I think price was sitting down here, I walked away from 6 shots and I left it alone. But yeah, it just shows you, bad news is good news sometimes. Well, a lot of times with the indexes. So nothing really changes on the hour. That's the only opportunity I see for buying. And if we just do, hindsight science, there is the level at 44.76. In my golfing bar, there's a pin bar. Perfect opportunity here. You could have put in there or on top of the pin bar. Bottom line is you just move your stop just below the gap here. So something like that. And it's a 100-point stop loss. And you would have held 4,500. I wouldn't have got anything else, which would have given you 180 points. So almost a 2-to-1 trade. But then the previous high of, not the high, but the previous high of Wednesday, which is right there. And that is at 44.85. Look here, another bar, then another inside bar. So it was technically at the open, 50 minutes, which could be holding. Anyway, we've 15-minute retest of 4500. It's not enough for me. I want to see a retest. May not materialize, so just based on what we see here. So let's continue. But we are extremely overbought, so I'd be a little cautious with jumping in long up the top here. But this is still the magnet to the upside, so you could still see us go 45 to 45.30 and then have a deeper pullback for another move to the upside. But that's kind of the structure we're looking for today. If you on the 15-minute, as normal, any one of these tails, if you start seeing price action here, 2-point stop loss, that's behind us. But nevertheless, that is the opportunity. So it could just run upwards without pulling back, and then just pull based on 15-minute tails here, and then meander up. And everything's going to hinge on the DAX this morning. So if the DAX is going to continue its run this morning, then this is a solid suit. So pretty much me, I'll be on the DAX morning, wait for the US Open. That might be the moment. Lastly, so pay attention to weekly bar, because that is going to be fairly important, and that's if your chart works. And then you can see the previous week. So easy way of monitoring that is just go to the 3-hour or an 8-hour, anywhere where you can see your weekly structure. So you can see there is the previous week high over there, and we're fairly close to it. So if you start closing above this area at 45.30, as I'm saying, that's the big neckline for the big head and shoulders. So yeah, the weekly bar that is on. Yeah, that's my helps, and we'll catch you on Monday.